Hey friends, we have a lot to cover. I feel as if we are witnessing the crumbling of America's foundations. Of course, the government shutdown is still underway, and it is about to hit hard to America's most vulnerable. SNAP benefits are going to be discontinued for this month of November. There is no end in sight right now. There was a lot of talk and question whether or not SNAP benefits were going to be available. We even have had states suing our present administration, as well as a judge ordering our president to feed the hungry through the SNAP USDA benefit program. However, we have seen that this administration has been able to countersuit, strike back, and somehow do things that no other administration has ever been able to do and win. I went into DSHS last week and spoke with a worker there personally, and she assured me that there would be no SNAP benefits available for November. This is shocking to me and could affect over 42 million Americans who depend on SNAP benefits from the USDA to provide food and nourishment and life, especially children and those who are disabled. I don't know how the government is getting away with this. And I'm going to throw this out here right now. This is outrageous to me. And I think we all should be outraged. There was this whole picketing and petition and marches, one of the biggest in absolute American history against No Kings. Why are we not back out there right now saying, hey, we need the government put back up. We pay them through our taxes. They're getting paid. Congress, the president, the House of Representatives, the Senate, they're all going home to bed fed with their bank accounts full. They don't even have to go into work. It is outrageous to me what is happening and how they are pummeling the poorest in the United States. Food banks are attempting to prepare for this onslaught. States have rationed out certain amounts of money, some states, and are giving food banks across the states money so that they can purchase food to bring it in. But they're already saying that there's not going to be enough. People are going to go hungry. And yet, as we speak, a 90,000-foot golden ballroom is being constructed at the White House. I don't know about you, but I feel like we are living in a time that is a dystopian novel, like the Hunger Games. How is this happening? How is this being allowed to happen? If you get on YouTube and start looking around, or if you start reading newspapers, everyone's screaming, you better start preparing, you better start prepping, purchase shelf-stable foods so that you can have enough. So as the grocery prices rise in the stores, SNAP benefits are going to be nullified. Food banks are going to try to keep up. You can only get a certain amount each time you visit it, and most of the time you can only visit once or twice a month. This is a catastrophe. And for those living in vehicles or are homeless or live paycheck to paycheck like most of us do, how are you going to prep? Where would you put your stuff? I have a cooler. It's a refrigerated cooler in the back. I've been able to buy some stuff, but it's not that big. A few canned goods down below under my seat. How about you? What are you doing? And for those paycheck to paycheck, they're Or for those who get SNAP benefits as it is, they're only getting enough to make it through the month that they've got. I'm appalled at what's happening. This administration had made big promises about fixing our economy. Instead, it's tanked. It's completely sinking. I want to believe the best of our leaders. Tell me, are you not afraid? There is already so much suffering here in America. And this current government administration, and I'm putting everybody in this, our whole government, there's now fear, huge fear and uncertainty hanging over all of our heads. I couldn't look at the destruction of the White House. I had to stop looking at photos in the papers and online and watching news that showed how the East Wing was being demolished. It literally made me sick to my stomach. The White House is sacred in the United States. It's the seat of democracy and of our government's power. It is a historical landmark. And now it is serving a purpose to show how so much money is being poured into this government opulence, while food and healthcare are being stripped and is becoming so unaffordable. Along with the war on SNAP benefits, there's also a war on healthcare. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis literally said that no one over 50 needs to have any type of health insurance except for catastrophic care. That's all they need. So as long as you're under 50, surely you don't need any type of health care. I wonder how the people of Florida feel like that. I wonder how the people of America feel about that. Do you agree with this? And that big, beautiful bill cuts over $1 trillion in Medicare and Medicaid funds over the next 10 years. It is a power that will keep spinning for an entire decade. Why? Why do they want to hurt us and punish us? This is the program that protects millions of vulnerable families, children, mothers, fathers, the disabled, those who have lower income. Rural hospitals are in a type of Hunger Games. Politico put out an article just last month that each rural hospital needs to now send in an essay to Dr. Oz. It sounds insane coming out of my mouth. To tell him why their hospital should get the funding and not be cut. So he can go through all of these essays and choose what counties and towns will be able to keep their medical facilities. It's fearful. And I don't want fear. I want stability and a place to feel like I belong. And it's going across parties. This isn't Democrat and Republican, although that's a battle too. There, for the first time, on a government website, whitehouse.gov, they have a time clock right now. And it says that the shutdown is all because of the Democrats. Since Democrats and Republicans have been a thing, there have been fighting between the two. I do understand. But the vilification of one party to this extreme is dangerous and frightening. It shouldn't be. There's no reason why we all can't work together. It's projected that over 10 million people will lose their health care and become uninsured over the next decade. And I've been reading reports of people who've been getting their latest healthcare.gov estimates, and the cost has skyrocketed. If you're one of those people, or if you've heard about these, or you know about it, please let us know in the comments. Maybe our lawmakers who care less about the citizens of the United States having a universal health care that works shouldn't have their own health care. Because Mr. Ron DeSantis, he has health care. All of the Senate, the House, the entire government, they all have the best health care possible in the United States. If they don't care about giving us decent health care, then they should have the rights stripped from them until there can be made something that benefits all of us. And maybe they shouldn't be paid while the government is shut down. They chose this. Our air traffic controllers aren't being paid. Our government officials aren't citizens who work at bases, military bases. They're not being paid. Defense Department employees, power grid workers. This is insanity. And it's speaking so loudly to the rest of the world right now. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're safe, I hope you're warm, and I hope you're well fed and very well loved. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, subscribe to the channel, and as always, if you enjoy romance books, please check out my books. The link tree is down below. I'm having a 99-cent sale on the first book in my Brothers of Ink and Steel series, Dare. It's just 99 cents for this week only. It would be a huge gift if you all went and purchased one for just 99 cents for your Kindle. Thank you so much. Talk to you again in the next one.